Welcome to the Tattooed Professionals. I'm Byron Brown. We got Justin. Is it Mercer?
Justin Mercer.
Justin Mercer. What we're gonna do
know my
here?
name?
Well, no, I knew your last name, but I never asked you how to pronounce it.
Oh, yeah, I'm not French or anything.
Well, I didn't think it was like Mercer.
Yeah, it's just
Mercer would be cool.
Mercer.
Like you murk somebody.
No, just Mercer.
Mercer.
Yeah.
But do you know why I did this, Justin?
Yeah, I know why.
Why?
Because I don't know, when I was concentrating, maybe I had my mouth open.
I look over. We're going to talk about this later today. We shot a game show over the weekend. I was the host. Justin was one of the contestants. And I look over when we're filming, and I look over, and part of the show he has to have headphones on. So he's got these headphones on. I wish I could read it. And then he just goes like this. I look over at him, and he's just like this.
Was it the whole time? God, I feel like an idiot.
Like, and I see it once, and I was like, oh shit, maybe that's not on camera. And then I keep going, and then I look back, and he's still like this. And I
wish I had a good excuse.
I think I said, I was like, what the fuck are you doing, man? And you're like, oh, nothing. What? I go, you look like you're stupid, like you're catching fucking air.
I also
with
had
your mouth.
big ass headphones on.
What did the big ass headphones have to do with you standing there staring forward,
Because I had to
motionless with your
pretend
mouth
like I couldn't
open?
hear what was going on, but I
So
heard
why
everything.
did your mouth have to be open?
I don't know. I wish I knew.
Yeah.
I didn't even see. Now I'm like extra self-conscious.
I know, and it was funny after I said that to him. He's like, shit, man. I wonder how much I'm doing that in real life. Just like, imagine you're in with a client and you're just sitting there and they're talking to you, and this is. They're not going to think you're a smart realtor.
No.
It took 10 minutes to calm the whole set down.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
It did. You were crying, and then and I'm looking over at your buddy, and I'm trying not to look at you because you're crying, and that's funny in and of itself.
Oh, yeah.
And then we finally were able to get going, but yeah, it took a while.
Well, the elephant in the room, who made that?
You don't like it? Eh?
Oh, it's an ugly ass logo.
Yeah.
Plus, it's not even centered in the
You know what's
square.
funny? Isn't it?
No, it's
I
like
think it's
lower.
centered,
Isn't it
man.
lower? You see it?
Yeah, that's how the kids do it, man. You need it not centered, off centered. That shows
Yeah,
you
but
you're a
that's
rebel.
gotta go. We're gonna change.
No, we'll get a new logo. We'll get it where it's working.
I like the
don't even
name.
know-
We're gonna get
See,
a
I
new
don't even know
logo.
if I like the name.
We're gonna get everything's gonna change.
I think Tatted Pros. It's the same thing, though.
But pros is something that could mean so many other things.
Yeah, you're right. We got to keep it professional.
No, I meant like pros,
Pros.
like
what?
like we're fishermen.
Oh, really? That's the
Yeah,
way
like
you think
Bass
of it?
Pro.
I just think pro like you're a professional.
I think pros.
Like he's a pro. He's
Well,
professional.
they think prostitute. I don't know where prostitute comes from.
Yeah. You've never heard pro as a prostitute?
Pros and hoes.
Yeah, we go like I've heard it where it's like pro, like she's a pro, she's a professional.
Oh, I haven't heard that. I like tattoo professionals.
Yeah.
We'll
you don't
talk
like
about
the
it.
logo.
No, the logo's got.
Also, show me the fucking logo you made.
Oh,
Oh, that's right. You did make a
No, I
fucking
didn't.
logo.
No.
Yeah.
I can draw one better by the end of the show. I guarantee you.
Justin, if you guys don't follow Justin on social media, you should. What's your handle?
Two tattooed. TOO_tattooed.
Okay, man, the guy is fucking on fire on social media. But I watched this documentary on Netflix. You and I talked before. I don't think you've seen it. The Social Dilemma.
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay, so The Social Dilemma, let me kind of shorten it up as much as I can. Essentially what it is it's a documentary showing you
I did it on purpose. Tell me about it.
that how tied up we are with our phones and social media, and how they got guys on there that created the actual like button for Facebook, and the vice president of growth for Twitter, obviously like past, these aren't the current, but they talk about how they've created everything to ensure people stay connected and interacting with whatever social platform, right? So it really made me think about myself, how much I'm connected. And, I think for your business as a realtor, it's more so. For me, I don't know how many lawyers make money and monetize off of our social media, but I think you have to have a presence and you have to do something. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
But this show made me feel really guilty about being connected, and then the damages it's doing to young kids, and how the suicide rate among young women have increased just because, people are assholes and bullying them on there. And you and I, it's funny, man. I know you and I have talked before. I get a shit ton of negative comments.
Yeah.
Hey, did you have to hand in a bunch of food stamps to get your law degree? Like shit like that. Anyways, it's annoying. Anyways, it made me rethink everything, and I'm gonna start to only be on social media between 8 and 5, kind of like a work thing.
I can't do that.
Well, this is the other thing. Facebook came out with it. I liked. They battled Hootsuite. Did you use Hootsuite?
No, but I heard you talking about this.
Yeah. And so you can program through the Facebook app your post to post on certain days and times, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to do. And then I ordered that phone. Have you heard of the Palm phone?
Mm-mm.
Who is it? Steph Curry, Forrest? I think Steph Curry is like the promo, the celebrity, right? He is, right, Brian? But it's the size of a credit card, and I got bad eyes, and so I can't read. So what it's going to do is it's going to cause me to be on it less. Is my goal.
Oh, gotcha. I can't do that.
Why? It doesn't bother you how like you're out with your girl.
No,
right?
I make a point if we're out dinner at some. I will make a point to put it in my pocket. But as soon as we had this conversation one time at dinner. As soon as she got up to go to the bathroom, I pulled it out.
Yeah.
Because we're not in conversation anymore. And she's like, "Were you on your phone?" I'm like, "Yeah." It's like I was on my phone when you went to the bathroom. Oh no, I went to the bathroom, and so she got on her phone. But I guess Facebook, you can see who's on at what time. So I thought you were going pee. I was like, I was, but I pulled out my phone while I'm there. I'm just like, I have 2 minutes. I might as well use them.
See, but that's the whole problem with it. I think that's like
now
I
it's
go
gonna
to
make me watch the show, the movie.
Well, and the other thing I'm guilty of this, and I think probably a lot of people are, is I go to bed, my phone's next to my bed, and I'm lying there trying to go to sleep, and then I see a light, and I'm like, oh shit, man. Justin probably texted me another photo with his mouth open, so I got to check it out. But so I ordered a fucking alarm clock, man. Like an actual alarm clock from
so you
Amazon.
Put your phone away?
So I'm going to leave my phone in the
still?
kitchen. Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I found a cool one on Amazon. That's the other thing, man. Amazon, I swear
What
I'm
if
going to
your power
spend less
goes out?
money. What?
What if your power goes out?
Battery operated.
Oh, they got it all
See,
solved.
Forrest was in the military, so he made sure, he was smart. He was like worried about power outages and shit. So we were talking about this, how he's always had an alarm clock, battery powered. Old school shit, man.
Not anymore. I'm not worried about being late.
You know what makes me feel the guilt when I'm on my phone is when my daughter or son say something, because they'll say, "Get off your phone already," and I'm just like, in my mind, I'm just doing work, like.
Yeah.
And I think social media is a lead gen for my business, so I am on it all the time. And if I'm not messaging, like I literally get probably 40, 50 messages a day. So I want to engage with these people, answer questions. Plus, they're just like reactions to stories you put up. But then when my daughter or son say it, that's when I feel the guilt. And, maybe I am on my phone too much.
So I'm interested because I've thought through this, I don't think I would have missed out on business if I wasn't on my phone between 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. If you didn't use your phone between 5 p.m., I guess it's like 5 p.m. until you wake up the next day. So 5 p.m. to 5 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
You think you would lose business?
Yeah, for sure. I'm in talks with myself about hiring somebody to run my social media.
Really? How are those talks with yourself going, Justin?
It's good. I talk to myself a lot. When I'm not on my phone, I talk to myself.
Do you?
Yeah. No, but it's like, do I really want? Because
engaging
with people is a big part of social media.
No,
if you want people to
100%
engage with you got to engage with them.
Yeah, but that's what they fucking want, man.
But if I would engage with everyone on my stuff, it'd take me all day.
Yeah.
So I think I really do need to hire somebody to.
See, it's funny, man. I was thinking about hiring someone to do it too. Maybe Brian would do it for me. You wouldn't. Yeah, no. I'd rather get someone that can just post it, and I don't even have to fuck with it. That's like my preference. But man, trying to find somebody to do that, it's expensive.
Do you put your social media stuff on your billboards? You don't, do you?
What do you mean social media stuff on billboards?
Like, would you put your handle on your billboard?
Yeah.
Because you put a phone number, but a lot of people don't call phone numbers anymore.
That's true. I haven't put on. I haven't put on my social media, but everything's anti-lawyer for me.
Yeah.
Like if you go on any platform now, I mean, even if you go on Google and put in my name, I think the first 2 pages are all my shit. Like I've posted enough, I've been around enough that is the way it is. But no, that's a good idea, man. Like, yeah. I mean, listen, we've talked about this before we were on the air. The next episode we do is going to be on branding.
Yeah.
If you know anything about me, as a personal injury lawyer, I started advertising heavy TV commercials, and Justin advertises as well. Obviously, as you can see, we're both heavily tattooed. And I think Justin does a fucking and I'm not just pumping his tires, man. He does a bang up job on social media. His engagement and the stuff he posts, it's super interesting. I'm always interested in what you post. So the next episode, we're going to actually take part of that episode to talk about branding and how, and I'm interested to hear what Justin says, man. His strategies about the times he posts, what content he gets the most interactions with, all of those things. And I'm going to share it too. Like, we'll go through it. I think it's going to be a great episode. So please tune into it. But social media is just, it's the biggest thing right now. It is a social dilemma. And as we see some bullying on social media.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of smirk when I say it because if you follow UFC, Stylebender, man, I can't even ever say his name.
I don't want to try.
But
Is it Adesanya?
It's Adesanya. Yeah. Stylebender is the name he goes by. He just fought Paulo Costa. And before the fight, did you follow this? Did you see the fight?
I didn't see the social media stuff. Watched the fight for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Stylebender destroyed him. What was it? Second round or third round TKO?
Third.
I think it was second or third. Can you figure that for us? I think it was the last. I guess just Google Stylebender versus Costa. You're gonna fucking come up with it. But Stylebender beats him, and then he does this. He stands over him very disrespectfully, although very funny.
Why don't you demonstrate for us?
Is that your thing?
Yeah, do it on your air.
Do it on
to your chair.
You just hey, you just invited me to do something, Justin. But no, like, and so I think it's awesome, man. Stylebender, he's bullying the bully. Like, Paulo Costa came out, said all these negative things about Stylebender. Stylebender's a tall, lanky guy. If you don't know, he's a skinny dude. You look at him, he looks skinny, but he knocks fuckers out, man. Mm-hmm. He murks guys every time. It's the old adage. It's like, no matter how big you are, it doesn't mean that you throw a harder punch than someone who's smaller. The guy has it perfected. And he lit up Paulo Costa. And then Paulo Costa, he couldn't stop, man. He couldn't help himself. He still was sending Stylebender messages. Even after Stylebender posted this, Paulo Costa didn't stop. And then he actually started talking shit about Anthony Johnson. Anthony Johnson, if you're familiar with the UFC, he kind of fluctuated between weight divisions. He was light heavy, but he was always really probably a natural heavyweight. And so Costa says this. He's like, tells Anthony Johnson to shut up because he can't even figure out weight classes. And then you read that. I'm not going to read it. It's very colorful.
Oh, yeah.
But he essentially says to Costa, hey, man, you kind of got fucked over by one African-American guy. Maybe you don't want to do another one. I mean, Anthony Johnson would, in my opinion, fucking destroy. Like, it would be embarrassing. Today, right now, you put him in a street fight, Anthony Rumble Johnson. He
against Costa.
And I'm not just saying this to like be like extravagant. I don't think that's the right word. Exaggerating. I don't. Anyways, whatever. I think he would honestly physically harm him.
Are we gonna forget all of Costa's other fights though? He always dominates the other fights. He's always the one aggressive one. Like he's made. I mean, look at his. He's
right. But there's levels.
Yeah, but he still has all.
If there's 5 levels to MMA, Stylebender's on level 6, and Paulo Costa's on level 3.
He's also a freak of nature. His body to do that stuff and still be that big.
Is that why you asked me to do that thing?
No.
Because you're attracted?
No, but it's
fine, man. It's a brave new world.
I didn't let my girlfriend watch the fight because I didn't want her to see his body.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, we're not. Yeah, we're not gonna watch this.
So
fight.
I think you have a crush on him, and that's why you don't. want to see him
he's a
get beat
freak
up.
of nature. Like he is.
Okay, so he's muscular.
Let's not forget about his other fights. He dominates people.
Tell me who he's fought in the top 10. I guarantee you can't fucking name him.
Well, you can't throw me into this and get it off the top of my head.
No. You brought it up. You said he was awesome. I'm just saying, who did he beat that's noteworthy?
He's still a dominant fighter. You think, when was the last time Rumble fought?
Well, he hasn't because he retired.
Exactly.
But he's on his way back.
But you think he can take him now?
Fuck yeah. 100%, man. Have you seen Rumble?
Do you think Michael Jordan can come back in the NBA right now and take on LeBron James?
Actually, I think he could.
Get out of here. No, he can't.
So you're a LeBron fan. You're with him?
I'm a LeBron guy. I know. I'm a LeBron guy. My friends hate me for it.
Okay, let's do a side gig right here. Okay? So Michael Jordan played in the most physical era of basketball ever. He had to play against the Detroit Pistons. They got Rodman because they didn't want to fucking play against them. LeBron.
You don't think he could have done the same thing in that era?
No.
He's a freak of nature too. Look at how
I'm
big
not
he is,
saying-
how
I'm not
fast he
saying-
is, how
I'm
strong
not
he
saying
is.
he isn't, but I think
He might rise to the
I-
occasion if you threw him back.
Yeah, I think
he might. But I think he complains so much. To me, he's soft.
He's soft. The whole of it.
That's
Oh,
that's
now
what I'm
for
saying.
sure, yeah.
Yeah,
But it's not his doing. It's how it was, and he has to play
but,
too.
But if he plays like that, and he's played like that his entire career, you can't put him in a physical game. And
But I think
expect
he
him to
played to the
dominate.
level you're used to. So if he's used to that physicalness the entire length of his career, he's going to be that physical. You can't be soft in that area. You can't. So if he was in that area, he would play the same exact way.
And you think
And he would have been dominant because he is a freak. He's huge. And he's that fast, that strong, at that size, and still that athletic. So
Yeah,
you
I
don't
was
think
actually-
he would have done the same thing?
you know what? Listen, I'll give you this.
I
so
get
went-
arguments with my friends about this
I
all
went
the
to a
time.
Lakers game, and Lakers were playing Dallas. I didn't know who that young cat was from Dallas Mavericks.
Doncic? Yeah.
Man, that guy showed up the game I watched. I was courtside, great seats. I saw LeBron do some amazing shit. That was my first basketball game. I'd never really followed basketball before because I kind of thought it was a little boring, but it's a lot like hockey when you talk about transitions, number of players, defense, forwards. Obviously, there's no goalies in basketball, but yeah, I was amazed at the athleticism. So I'm not trying to take anything away from the guy. I just think maybe it was because it was my generation was Michael Jordan that I'm going to always, it's just like if you ask me a best hockey player, I'm always going to say Wayne Gretzky. You know, now are there players, and it's just even hard for me to say.
Running back. That's running back.
Walter Payton.
You don't want to hear my answer on this one.
Who's your favorite
You
running
don't
back?
want to hear my answer.
Who? Frank Gore?
Emmett Smith, he's my man. Yeah, I know. Numbers wise, he's the best. But we'll get
I'm
to
not
that.
taking away for anything from Emmett Smith either, but come on, man. Walton
That's
Payton?
he's my favorite player to ever play a game. So.
I'm not. Hey, Emmett Smith's awesome. Is he in the Hall of Fame? He's a Hall of Famer if he's not in there, right?
Yeah.
But Walter Payton's Walter Payton. Like the Man of the Year award. They have a whole fucking award because.
Well,
the
that's
guy's
why I
so
said you're not
awesome.
gonna like my answer. We're not gonna debate this because
Okay, that's fine. We'll go back to
everyone will hate me and they'll think you're a hero.
Okay, so let's
Yeah.
talk about it.
Hero is hero.
Yeah. But hey, listen. So another social media. I found this picture on social media. This guy. I've seen these guys around, man. So we're in Gilbert, Arizona.
Getting it.
Gilbert, Arizona. One of the safest cities.
Second safest.
Second safest in the country.
Second safest city in the country. So I go to. Hey, man. Let's start some
And we
fire
both live where?
in Gilbert, Arizona.
Gilbert.
So that's how you know it's safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're secure. We're the Gilbert security. But anyway, so listen. I go into Bash's. No, it wasn't Bash's. It was Fry's. And there was a dude wearing a Make America Great Again hat. And he had two Glocks, a Glock on either hip. He was kind of like this dude, right? This dude is not doing anything, in my opinion, other than trying to start shit. Mm-hmm. Right?
Some people just are like that though.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. So what do you mean? Some people are
I
like,
feel like we're gonna debate a lot of shit.
I know.
during this podcast.
I know.
'Cause we
I like
think-
it that
we
our
think
views are
differently.
different. Yeah. That's fine. So you don't think he's trying to start shit? So he's at Subway
think-
ordering a foot long, thinking maybe they're gonna fucking poison me, or maybe someone's gonna come in and fucking rob. And I
don't think he's trying to start shit. I just think he's just not-
I need 4 clips and 3 guns. He looks like fucking Laura Croft's husband.
He does look like
with these legs.
Tomb Raider.
Right? He's full on Tomb Raider in Subway.
Larry Croft.
If you guys give me the wrong fucking turkey footlong,
What
I'm
if he
gonna-
just thinks he looks cool? Like he's just like, oh, you know, I think I look cool. What do you think?
What if
He doesn't look
What if he was coming from a range? What if he was on his way and then didn't want to leave all of his guns in his car when going into Subway?
Mm-hmm.
What if your car gets stolen? You now just
You just gave him
I
guns
don't
too.
even hang gun in my car. Even when I go in the gas.
Well, yeah, no, you're right, man. Maybe the Subway has like fucking 15 mercs from
Yeah.
Die Hard, you know, and like he should. So yeah, we could throw up all these fucking hypothetical boys. I'm telling you,
Some
you
people are
don't
just
need to.
socially awkward,
Okay,
too.
so
They just don't
let's
know.
even just say you want to have it for protection, right? Why 3 guns and 4 fucking clips?
In case he runs out of bullets.
Transition.
Transition.
You can't even
Have you
say that.
seen-
You can't even say that in a straight
Have you
face.
seen Boondock Saints?
Yeah.
Remember when he had the chest full of guns?
It was
and
a
he would-
fucking movie,
instead of
Justin.
reloading, he
It was
threw 'em
it was a
and grabbed his other
movie.
two.
It was a movie.
Yes.
This guy's not in a fucking movie, man.
He thinks he
But he's on the internet right now. Maybe that was his point.
Famous.
Well, hey, look at man. He got his wish then.
You've seen people at Walmart, right?
Yeah.
Those people didn't go into Walmart trying to start shit. They just didn't know they looked like a fool.
So you
Right?
So
So
you
this
commonly
guy-
see people walking to Walmart with 3 guns and look at. I think he's got extended clips.
He's also an older guy. Like he just probably this.
Well, good thing he's got that mask on.
Yeah, he's not trying to start shit. I don't think.
I cannot believe you look at that. I can't believe you guys look at that photo and you're like, no.
So what do you think
that's
his purpose was to do? To confront somebody and debate about gun laws?
What I think he wants someone to say something to him. So then he can spout off at the mouth about all his different
gun-
constitutional rights.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think
Right?
that's very possible. Yeah.
But like, so I got a 9 and 11-year-old daughters and I walk in a Subway. I shouldn't have to fucking see that with my kids.
Yeah.
Well, people can say that about us too, though.
That's true. But like, my tattoos aren't gonna fucking hurt anybody.
No, I know.
You know, like they hurt me emotionally.
That guy's not gonna hurt anyone.
Did your chin hurt?
Yes. I feel like this is gonna be a good podcast.
I think it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. You don't think anyone watching this is wondering about the chin tattoo?
No. This
You're
just
nuts,
blends
man.
in. Like
We're gonna-
people
we're
probably
gonna-
aren't noticing 4 guns on that guy,
They're not.
except for you, because you don't like that guy for some reason.
I can't believe I'm outnumbered. Maybe it's like the Canadian. Brian, you're a gun-loving American. Do you find that is a little over the line? I mean, listen, I want to be.
Even at shooting ranges is over the line, I think. Right?
Yeah. Like look at when I go.
for sure. Yeah.
Fucking break out, but that's just.
I honestly think he just thought he looked cool though. I don't think he was trying to like.
His jorts are all pulled up. He's got the fucking.
He didn't want to get rash from his harness there, from his holster. He's got to have the shorts underneath it.
I don't know. Plus, you can't even find 9mm ammo right now.
Yeah,
so I don't
because
know.
he
Yeah.
has it.
That's what we-
Oh no, trust me, Brian. This guy's got boxes of it. He's
Yeah.
been storing this shit away.
It's probably a doomsday prepper. He probably has a basement filled with 9 gallons of gasoline and whatever it takes. I'm sure
739 likes. He's got more likes than my last post.
Yeah, maybe he's just looking to gain a social media presence.
Maybe.
there was a
Maybe
shot.
that's what. If you walked around like that,
Oh,
you'd get arrested.
right.
You'd get arrested for
yeah.
sure. So like that's fucked up though. Like so what? A regular white
No, I agree
dude
with you
walks
on
in
that,
Subway
yeah.
and it's okay. You walk in a Subway with the exact same shit, it's not okay.
Not just me, just somebody that doesn't look like that.
Yeah.
Like a older. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Well, that's true, but you know what I'm saying about how you look.
Oh yeah.
And I know I look.
I
I'm
mean,
not-
I agree.
look,
I for sure agree with that.
I'm
It
in a
would
glass
be-
house throwing rocks at you. I'm not like look at a lot of people. You have more tattoos than me that are visible, but like we're still both heavily tattooed. And what's weird is I'm a lawyer and you're a professional real estate broker. We are both
agent, not broker.
See, so I want to ask that question since you brought it up. I have some of my friends that are, I would say, real estate agents. They say brokers.
No, you actually you go through a process to get your broker's license.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So why do some though say that they're
And don't
brokers?
quote me. I'm gonna get some crap if I'm wrong on the numbers, but I think you have to be 3 years in the industry before you can even be a broker.
Okay, but for sure,
It's a
there's a
agent.
difference between
Yeah,
a real
for
estate
sure.
agent and a broker.
For sure, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, like a cop and a detective.
like a what?
Like a cop versus a detective.
Oh, I got you. But it's okay. I guess yeah, because I've heard. Sorry. What was I even talking about before Justin fucking interrupted me? Oh, the guns.
Yeah.
I'm totally. I've
Oh no,
lost
you
myself.
said you're a lawyer and I'm a real estate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But even with that, like we still get people who think negative things about us.
Oh,
You know, like
yeah.
no one ever thinks I'm a lawyer, and I don't blame them. I get it, man. Like people think usually I own a gym, or I'm a tattoo artist, or I'm an MMA fighter. Those are the 3 I get.
You don't get MMA fighter. You don't get that, do you?
So you get Weight Watchers a lot.
No, but
I mean,
I'm
we
not,
can fucking do it all day, man.
But you got gray in your beard. People aren't looking at you like that's a professional MMA fighter.
Oh, so now you're ageism.
Yes. I get the
Justin, I thought this was a
I
safe-
just
I
want to
thought
get
this
you
was a
off
safe
your.
room.
You've been bashing me. I just want to get you down to my level.
No.
You don't look like a professional MMA fighter. You look like you fight for sure, but not a professional.
What? Because I'm not cut up like your
Yeah,
boyfriend
you're not.
Paulo Costa.
Exactly. You don't look like him. He's a freak of nature.
He's a freak of nature. I honestly, if Paulo walked in here right now, I think you would hug him.
Anthony Johnson's retired. You look like you'd be fighting retired fighters. That's
fair. That's fair. That's fair. I'll take that.
yeah.
I'll fight back. Yeah. Hey man, fuck, throw me a couple mil, man. Fucking throw me a couple $100,000. I'd fucking fight anybody.
No, for sure. I'll get knocked out for a couple $100,000.
Well, come on, but have some faith in it.
Would
I like
you-
it how you're just like, I'm gonna get knocked out. Which we probably would.
So
but
would
like,
you fight Mike Tyson right now for 50 grand?
No fucking way, man. That video is
50.
scary.
You would for 50 grand?
No.
Yeah.
You have to go a whole round.
Oh, why would you make it the whole round? But you just said fight.
Yeah, but
So-
you got.
Your ribs are gone.
I'm gonna have to like run around in circles the whole time to make.
Oh, he'd still catch you.
He'd still cut off
Yeah.
the ring. That's how talented, man. That's the thing I think some people don't understand is like those motherfuckers are talented. Like, and even at 50, man, that guy's still like, that's crazy, man.
So how do you
watch
feel
those videos.
about MMA fighters going into boxing? Like, what's going on?
I mean, I got no problem with it. I just don't think it's as. I think what happened. I don't think. Let me back up. The McGregor Mayweather fight, I think, wasn't a realistic example of an MMA fighter fighting a boxer.
No.
We know Mayweather bet himself to win the fight in the 10th round. He carried McGregor.
For sure.
You know, it let McGregor do what he did, and he just covered up, man. The guy is the best at what he fucking does as far as the shoulder roll and his movement. Like, he's slick. So he just avoided a lot of punishment. And then when he wanted to, after 10 rounds of boxing, he put McGregor out. So I think some people look at it, they're like, oh, McGregor did really well. He made it to the 10th round.
No, he
Mayweather
got
let him
carried,
get him to
yeah.
the fucking 10th round. If he wanted to, I think he could have knocked out McGregor in the first round.
For sure.
So I think all these other guys like love Stipe Miocic, love Francis Ngannou, but they're calling out like these heavy, like
That's
the
my
gyp-
thing. They're
the
calling
gyp-
them out. Like MMA fighters are dominant, obviously.
Yeah.
If Floyd came into an octagon and tried to fight a professional MMA fighter, he's gonna lose.
100%. I agree.
100%. But
Yeah.
they're not doing that. It's the opposite way. Like, it's always the MMA fighters calling out the boxers. It's,
Right.
Who was it? James Toney or Tarver? Or one of-
Tony fought Couture. back
Yeah.
in the day.
So he came into MMA thinking he was going to dominate because he's a good boxer, and he got destroyed.
Yeah. Took him down.
And he's a dominant boxer.
Yeah.
Forgot about the bottom half.
Yeah. He's good at one thing.
Yeah.
So don't, as an MMA fighter, don't call out all these boxers because you're dominant in your sport, but they're dominant in their sport. Like, you can't.
And it's
that
different,
cross
man.
Is gonna,
Like cutting off a ring opposed to cutting off an octagon, the amount of space is different. The rules are different. The setups are
the
different.
gloves are different. You're used to punching with.
You got to worry about
Yeah.
takedowns in one, not in the other. You got to worry about kicks in one, not in the other. And I mean, I guess people can make the argument. I've heard it said, it's like, well, yeah, that's why an MMA is going to be so much better than a boxer because they're worried about so many different dangerous things coming at them, and boxers are just worried about the hands. So somehow they're more talented. The way I look at it is like, man, boxers have honed one skill.
Yeah.
If you want to say it's one skill, it's their hands, right? I know
yeah,
that
yeah.
there's the movement, there's other things involved in boxing. I'm not trying to diminish it, but they're that good, man. And so I think
So who was it saying that they can take Pacquiao now or Conor
McGregor.
He
Oh, yeah,
thinks he
sorry.
can take Pacquiao.
yeah,
Pacquiao's just like Mayweather, but he's not going to be. I think Pacquiao would be quicker because
I think
he
he's gonna
doesn't
throw
want to.
more
He's
punches,
not betting on himself in
and
10
he's not
rounds.
betting
Like,
on
he's-
himself. You think?
That's
you think McGregor's-
07 Pacquiao, or-
Doesn't matter. There's still
Or 09 Pacquiao, right? I think new Pacquiao is.
Mike Tyson's. How old is Mike Tyson?
Yeah,
He's
Mike
still.
Tyson had a long time to come back. Pacquiao's still enjoying his like billions and like he's like a senator or whatever.
But he's still Pacquiao. You don't-
And that's what he's doing. He's donating a lot of the money from the McGregor fight to COVID relief within the Philippines. I mean, the guy's philanthropic. I can't speak today. His
philanthropic.
charitable endeavors. See, I just choose.
Wait,
a
what is that
different
word though?
Philanthropy. Through philanthropist.
Sure.
You went to more school than I did.
What if we would have done the McGregor fight in the octagon?
Oh, sorry, did
Instead of
I?
boxing.
Sorry, I was listening. I was concentrating.
Yeah,
I learned.
McGregor would've lost.
Justin told me how to concentrate. You sit there.
Or-
you daze off into the unknown with your mouth open.
With Mayweather
Yeah.
and McGregor, what if we would have done it in the octagon?
Oh,
Mayweather
McGregor would have
would-
fucking
yeah.
won.
Like that.
For sure.
100%.
Wrap it up.
Yeah.
100%. And like that's what Couture did to Tony, right? Like if you remember that fight, Couture, who's like the champion of fucking what, Greek wrestling?
Roman
Roman wrestling.
Greco
sorry.
or whatever.
Roman Greco wrestling. Yeah, he just took down Tony.
Have you ever had a leg kick?
What?
My buddy does MMA. Have
Yeah.
you ever?
Yeah,
So I didn't
it
know
sucks.
how bad leg kicks hurt. So I'm like, how bad are those? He's like, you want me to kick you in the leg? I was like, yeah. Like, so he kicked me in the leg. I was like, fuck, like that hurts, like real bad. Floyd Mayweather could not take 2 or 3 leg kicks from McGregor. Yeah.
Right on your T-band. Yeah, it just goes numb, man. Even like MMA guys, you hear even the guys that have practiced and are the professionals, they take 5 or 6 leg kicks and it's like game over. Their legs all red, they're limping, they got to switch their stance. It modifies how they fight. I mean, huge difference. Huge difference. Hey, we shot a game show on the weekend.
Yeah. You did good. I liked it.
Did I?
Yeah.
You did really good.
I know. But you did well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think you did really well, though.
And that logo was good. Did you do that? So maybe we should hire
Mr. Mike. Well, that's the idea. I just didn't have the name. I didn't know the name. We're going back into this rabbit hole of me not liking the name and you not liking the logo. And then you didn't bring a logo.
No, I'll get one though.
So I don't.
But
think
I
you
want to
can-
give you props because I think that's a really good concept for a game show. I really do. I think
Yeah. So hey, listen. Guess the verdict. Brian's working on editing it. We just shot it last weekend. And Justin and his friend were nice enough to come and be contestants. And we're going to actually do a dry run of Guess the Verdict here today. But this is the whole point of the game show is everybody, in my experience of doing personal injury as long as I have, if I say represent Justin, Justin talks to his friend Forrest and Justin always have opinions about the value of the case, regardless of the fact that neither of them have done anything with personal injury. So I've had that experience whenever I try to settle cases. Clients always are like, well, my uncle had this accident and he received X amount of money. And I always have to tell them every case is different. The facts are different. The people are different and it makes a difference. And I think you saw some of that when we went through some of the cases because the basis of the game show is we have a contestant, much like as we're standing or sitting here right now. And then I present a case. We pull up specific facts or pieces of evidence from the case. The contestants and I talk about the evidence and facts from the case, and then I throw it to the contestant to guess the verdict. And we're going over a real case that went to jury verdict within America, and a jury returned a money verdict. And then there's ranges. I'm probably going to forget. Round 1 was 0 to 50. Round 2 was 100 to 200. Round 3, 300 to 400. And then final verdict. So the winner of...
No, it was up to $1 million.
Yeah.
500 $1 million.
Oh, 500 $1 million round 3. And then final verdict
1
was
to 3 million.
1 to 3 million.
Yeah.
And you won.
I did.
Fake money.
Fake money. Yeah,
How much
well,
do I owe
actually,
you?
I was going to ask you about that. So,
Did you
Oh, this is awkward.
yeah, where's my money?
come by the office?
Well, I got a Chiba Hut sandwich,
Oh,
You got to cheat?
and there was a Red Bull in the fridge.
Oh, that wasn't my Red Bull.
Was it one shirt?
We won't talk about where. Don't say.
Well, it was a box, and they said, help yourself to drinks in the fridge.
Who did?
Whoever was there.
No, we didn't.
I'll have to replace it.
I don't think anyone's missing the Red Bull. But yeah, man, it was fun. It was really good. So,
But I was pissed. Like, some of those verdicts I thought would be for sure more.
for sure, right?
Yeah,
and I think that's
yeah.
what. So the thing that I've experienced when I go to juries,
And that wasn't settling out a case. That wasn't settling out a court.
Oh.
That was like fought for, right?
correct. That
Oh,
was
okay.
like what a jury. So a panel of, depending on what state you're in, the rules, it'll either be 8 or 12. Sorry, 9 or 8 or 12 jurors, and then the majority of them have to come back, right? So in a criminal case, you have to have everybody. Everybody has to agree. In a civil case, you just have a majority, and so it's a lower threshold for people to get on the same page. But the one case we went over was Orange is the New Black, and in Orange is the New Black, we have a prisoner who had sexual relations with a prison guard, male, female, male prison guard, female prisoner. They had sex 3 different times in a broom closet, and the physical injuries were bruising, and she complained of
Mental, right? It
some
was
sort of,
like
psychological was the big thing. And they had a psychologist testify as it relates to the psychological injuries that this prisoner suffered as a result of what was consensual, right? So this is one of the things that we started talking about because it's consensual. So you don't think, obviously, it's not as bad as someone being forced into that situation. However, it's still a prison guard using his authority over a prisoner.
So was she fighting? It was only consensual because of the power he had over her.
Well,
Was
that's
is that
the
what
argument.
I'm
Yeah,
guessing?
right? And then the psychological injuries that the psychologist testified to was obviously like anxiety, night terrors. Obviously, that relates to loss of sleep and just overall malaise was what the psychologist testified to. So, do you remember what the actual jury awarded?
1 point.
No, so you don't remember because that's wrong. So, what do you think they awarded?
I'm telling you, it was 1 point. I won the show.
Oh,
It was 1.3 million.
It wasn't.
I feel like he's the host.
Yeah.
It wasn't 1.3 million.
No, I know for a fact. Man.
What was it?
750,000, 250,000 per sexual occurrence.
Oh, but there's 3.
Yeah.
There's
Oh.
3, so it amounted 3.
Oh, I'm thinking final verdict was yeah. I
you're
do
thinking-
remember that.
you're
Yeah,
thinking
750.
different.
Yeah.
The this one was round 3
First time I've been around my life
in your life.
in life.
Never made any other
No,
wrong
I don't like
decisions
being
in your
wrong,
life.
but I do remember now it was 750.
But hey, man, I had a lot of fun. I thought it was a good concept.
yeah.
We're gonna drop a teaser of it as soon as it gets out of editing.
And
But
it
yeah.
sprung me for an idea for our show where I think it'd be cool if people can call in or email in real life situations they're in. Since you're a professional lawyer,
Yep.
you can give them free advice. And I think that's something I would listen to as a listener because
Right.
it's just real life situations. Who knows if a guy has a divorce question, neighbor question, real estate, like any kind of law question they can call in and ask and just get your opinion on it.
Yeah. Yeah,
It'd be
and
cool if we
guys,
did
go
that.
to the Tattooed Pros is our Instagram handle on social media. Just go on there and go in Tattooed Professionals and you're going to find us. And to Justin's point, anything you want us to talk about, if you have a question about real estate, please put it in there. You got a question about marketing, put it in there. You got a question about tattoos, put it in there. You got a question about social media, put it in there. Any
If you're
question
pissed
you
off
have,
about my LeBron comment, put it in there.
put it in there. Yeah. You got a legal question you want me to answer, put it in there. As we get used to this technology, we've stumbled across some where we think we'll be able to have people call in and maybe even show people live during the show. We're working on that, but we'll let you guys know when it is. Please follow us on all social media platforms. Please go to YouTube and subscribe. For Justin and myself, we appreciate you tuning in. And until next week, see ya.
Is that going to be the ending?
I don't know. I think I
We gotta
changed the
figure out
ending every
that too.
fucking time.
Should we do one of those?
That was worse than fucking see ya.
Oh, we should.
You want to do? Oh, let's do this.
Yeah. Bye.
How about double guns?
We'll figure it
Just
out.
a bunch of yeah, but we'll figure it out. The ending will be better.